then femur, then tibia, then tarsomeres, and then this is called as a claws with the tarsus. So tarsomere and the claws will make a tarsus. So this is a general structure of the insect leg. And when we talk about the hair-like outgrowths on this particular legs, there will be an setae. They are of sensory organs of various types. And they sometimes they also, not only the claws, they also have the hooks. And sometimes they will be movable and sometimes they will be immovable. And the ridges between these particular legs will be of sclerites. And we will find in each joint, there will be a suture. So every joint is having a suture, and it is also with the sclerites, made up of sclerites. And sometimes they are flexible, and that joints are very, very different. Sometimes are articulated, sometimes it may not be. So what we say is the articular membrane is the one which is helping out in this particular articulation. And so the general structure of the insect leg means we will describe as coxa, the basal thick short segment, which is of the base of the body and articulates with the body of the insect. And whenever we write the insect leg, always the coxa is the part which is attached to the body of the insect. Then comes the trochanter. Trochanter is the second segment of the leg.
Ma'am, articulation means what, ma'am? Articulation.
Movable. Now you are able to articulate your shoulder, no? That is called as an articulation.
Okay, okay.
Some work is going on, they are making sounds. I'll go to the another room. So that is the thing we have to discuss about the second segment of the insect. And coming to the femur is the next part of the, it is the largest part as we explained. So that is the largest part of the leg, and it will be helpful for the insect to further leaping or running or jumping, whatever the movement it will have. So that will be done by the femur. And next, fourth segment of the insect leg is the tibia. And this is called as an so the fourth segment of the leg will be slender and exceeds the femur in the length. And the next last one is the tarsus, where it will be found with sometimes with the 5 joints, sometimes with the single joint or the 2 joints like that. So this tarsus region will be varying in from one insect to the another insect. So when we discuss about the different legs, I'll show you the pic. Okay, that was the types of legs also. I took the pics, but I was unable to download that particular part. I will send you in the PDF form, the last class and this class after my class. The last class PDF and today's PDF I'll send you in the group. You said that you will make a group of entomology separately.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we created.
Answer.
You have created?
Yes, ma'am.
So starting word should be of entomology. You keep as entomology.
Yes, ma'am.
Because here all Bravo University groups are there, many are there. Okay? And in that only I'll post it. Because
Akhilesh, did you listen that?
Unnecessary for the others, no. So now we'll discuss about the types of legs which are in the page number 47. That is, we will see the walking type of legs in the grasshopper. These typical legs are adapted to the walking, and the fore and the mid legs are adapted for this particular walking only. And the last three pairs, among the three pairs, we will see the fore and the mid legs are adapted for the walking purpose. So we say that in the grasshoppers, the walking type of legs are present. And coming to the cockroach, we say that they have an cursorial type of legs. So they can run fast with the help of the typically developed legs, and the longest part of the leg here is femur. And next part of the next type of the leg is saltatorial. And here we find the coxa part and the trochanter part more bulged than that is a femur longest part which we are discussing in all the insects. That part we will see as a bulged like structure. So that part is helpful in the jumping. So hind legs of the grasshopper will be of this type only. So two front part, forelimbs and the mid limbs are made up of for the walking, and the last legs are made up of for the jumping. So this is a typical type of both presence of both the legs we will see in the grasshoppers. So we will say walking and jumping, both it can do it. And next one is an raptorial or the grasping type of legs in the mantis. So all of us will say it can will be having an praying mantis is the common name. Why means the legs which are folded like praying of our hands, how they will be. Their forelimbs also like that. So we will call this particular insect as an praying insect, holding like the prey. the first 4 limbs, and they also have the same parts like coxa, femur, and the one which joins the coxa and the femur is called as entrocanter, then tibia and the tarsus. And the next different type of in the leg is fossorial, digging type of leg in the page number 49. So this type of legs insects we'll see in the where we'll see the in the dung. Okay, in the dung of the cow dung, we'll see this particular type of insects where they will be doing the digging type. So the dung rollers, rhinoceros beetles, they all will have this type of digging type of legs. The front legs are modified for digging. The tibia tarsus modified, provided with the teeth. So the teeth will help in the digging, and tibia are strong and stout also. Comparing to the all other insects, these particular insects will have a stout leg. And claws are also very sclerotized. Means for digging, they need some hardness. So they are very sclerotized, means hard. And they also act like an oar-like tarsus. Means after digging, they have to remove the mud. So this will be acting like an oar. In the tarsus, we see that one. So tarsus are sclerotized and stout, femur, and distal ones are very hard. And this type of fossorial or the digging type of legs we will see in the dung rollers and the rhinoceros beetle. Next type of legs are clinging type. Clinging type of legs are found in the head louse. Okay, in our head, also to the cows, and to the also to the some whatever the hairy fur will be there in them also. This type of louses are found. Head louse, in particular, human head louse, they will have this clinging type of insects. Where they will have the tibia as a stout projection, and the tarsus is also without a joint and a single curved claw. So this will help in the insect, even the hair is very thin. They are able to hold it and stay in the head, isn't it? So with the help of this particular claw only, they are able to cling to the hair, and they are ectoparasitic, and they belong to the order Malophaga. And all the 6 legs are modified in the head louse in the same way. So head louse have a clinging type. Once you make a list like grasshopper, walking and jumping, the cockroach is of cursorial, and the dung rollers are of making the digging type. And like that, when you make a list of insect name and the type of leg they'll have, it is easy to learn the list.
Okay, ma'am.
And the swimming type of legs we will find in the water beetles. The hind legs of several aquatic insects are modified for swimming. So here we are seeing hind legs will be helping in the swimming. The tibia and the tarsus are short, flat, and broad, provided with the dense, long marginal hairs. So this type of feet we see in the water beetles and the water bugs. Next, the unique feature what we will see in the insect is the collecting. Isn't it? The honeybees, they'll collect the pollen. So they need a type of legs which can be made with the different forms. So in the honeybee, we see like basket type of legs. This is of prehensile basket type of legs we are seeing even in the dragonflies. And next comes an antennal cleaning legs of first pair of legs in the honeybee. This where we are seeing the picture with the first tarsal segment possess the semicircular notch. With their stiff bristles will be there, and they will be helping in cleaning the compound eyes of them. And they also have the spine-like structure to that. And this to form and comb, this antenna is drawn for cleaning. So this we say that this antennal form of hairs will be present in the first pair of legs of the honeybee. Next, second pair of legs in the honeybee are wax picking type. They will pick the wax. So the long bristles on the tarsus form a pollen brush for removing pollen from the front part of the body. Each, like coxa, they'll have a trochanter, they'll have a femur, tibia, and the tarsus. Tarsus are also little bit modified. So this here we will see a pollen brush. This pollen brush is the way they will collect the pollen of that particular insect, and this spine for removing the pollen from the pollen basket and wax from the abdomen. Hence the tibial spine is called wax pick. So in the tibia, whichever the structure we are seeing like a spine is the one which is helping out for the both the purposes, for the pollen and the wax. And
How many pairs of the in honeybee?
Six, same. First, second, hind. Forelegs, mid legs, and hind legs. All the insects will have the 6 pairs of legs attached to the thoracic region of the body, not to the abdomen. Okay?
Ma'am, elum means what, ma'am? Y-E-L-U-M.
Elum is a structure which is like when we when we collect the honeybee for the practical purpose, when we collect, no? So when we keep under the microscope, we are able to see all the parts of that particular typical insect, how it is able to make the honeycomb with the help of the particular structure in the legs, and how it is able to collect the pollen from the flowers. All that is done by the different forms of structures which it has in its body. So that part, it is on one part. Elum is on one part of that particular leg, which is playing an important role in the wax picking.
Okay, ma'am.
So pollen collecting type of legs are hind legs. Each leg has an tibia with the cavity. We can see how the pollen basket is in the diagram. And this is of bristles forming a pollen basket or the corbicula. We can call them as a basket or corbicula, used for storing the pollen during the collection. And even they have the stiff bristles, which will be helping out in the holding. And the outer surface of the tarsus has a pollen brush, and the lane of the surface has a pollen comb. And having a row of stiff spines, the pollen comb removes the pollen from the body and fills it in the pollen basket. So all these bristles, whenever they are visiting the flower, all that is attached to the every bristle of that particular insect. So this particular bristles, whatever they have collected pollen, then again it will be with the pollen comb. They are able to collect it into that pollen comb with the spines, whatever they are having in different part of the body. That spines will help out in removing from those bristles and collecting into the pollen comb. So that is the work done by the hind legs of the honeybee. So they'll have 3 pairs of legs, which are doing 3 different functions. One is of only cleaning, okay? Where second one is of wax picking, and the third one is of pollen collecting. So the caterpillars are having then legs with the 3 pairs of thoracic legs and 5 pairs of abdominal legs. So these sometimes we see many legged caterpillars. So they are fleshy in the caterpillar stage, and this after that they'll be modified and they will be seen in an getting degenerated, and only the 3 parts of legs which are attached to the thoracic region will be there under they become the adult flies. So you make a list like this. One first insect is grasshopper. They'll have walking type and jumping type. Second type of insect is cockroach. They'll have cursorial type of insect. Next type we'll discuss is fossorial or digging type in the dung rollers. Clinging type of insects are present in headlouse. And the swimming type of legs are present in water beetles and the bugs. Basket forming legs are present in the third pair, pollen. Antennal cleaning, first pair. Wax picking, second pair. Last legs of caterpillar we'll also discuss. That is of with the number of hooks and the crotchets. We will say, and they are fleshy and they get degenerated as the time pass on. So this is about the different types of legs in the insects. So go to the back. We also discuss about the antenna. Now go to the page number 42. 42, we'll discuss about the different types of antennas. Page number 42. The structure of antenna is given in the pic. So what is the structure of the antenna usually? Is antennal socket, antennal sclerite, flagellum, and they'll have a pedicel, scape, and antennal suture and antennae fer. So the main part, what we are seeing here, the long segmented one is the flagellum. And below the flagellum, we see the pedicel and the scape. And at the basal region, we see the antennal socket, antennal sclerite, antennal suture, and antennae fer. These are all basal things. The whole branch of the antenna consisting of scape, pedicel, and the flagellum. So we have to remember these three parts: scape, pedicel, and the flagellum. And when we come to the antenna, different types of antenna. Okay, in detail also they have given about this particular antenna. They are of sensory organs. In some insects, they are also useful for respiration, and some they'll have a communication with this sensory organ. Sometimes they will help in holding the food. And this part, when we see the scape, is an basal segment, and pedicel is the above the scape, and flagellum is the longest part of the antenna. In some insects, it may be a very long one. In some insects, it will be a very flat. The structure of the flagellum goes on varying in according to the surroundings and habitats of the insect. So the types of antenna, when we see, there are many types. One is filiform. Here the filiform one is in the fourth. Fourth one is called as an filiform, where what we will describe here is segments are more or less uniform. They are not in uniform structure. So from base to apex, the antenna never ends with the bristle. So they don't have the bristles. And this particular antenna is called filiform. And the next one, what we will see is cetaceous in the cockroach. Usually we can collect the cockroach antenna and we can see under the microscope. So cetaceous type means we will see that segments are gradually decreased from the base to the apex, presenting an whip or a bristle-like structure. And next comes the moniliform antenna. Second one, moniliform. Segments are round or oval and well-developed constrictions between the segments and appearing like a string of beads. Sorry, we are talking about the cetaceous. Cetaceous are, the first one will be little bit bigger. The second is little bit decreasing, and going up to the apex region, it will become very thin. So bristle-like structure we can say in the cockroach. Moniliform will be in the termites. Termites will be, you are seeing the termites, you know the termites? which will be in the rotten wood. These termites are present in the rotten wood. Or sometimes they live in the wood and they damage the furniture. So segments are round to oval. We will be well-developed constrictions between the segments, appearing like an strong beads. Next one is an pectinate. Segments possess lateral processes on the side, given a double comb-like appearance. And this is present in the female arcade moth. This one we know. As a science students, we have seen the double comb-like structure in the mulberry silk moth. The segments bear the process on the other side, giving a comb-like structure. A mulberry silk moth is the first structure of, not first structure. Mulberry silk moth, we see this particular bipectinate means.
Antennas are different in male and females?
No, they don't have male and female antenna separately. Both the antenna structure will be same. Next type is an serrate type. Segments of flagellum are triangular. You can see the arrangement from the bigger in size to smaller in size. And next coming the page number 44. Serrate, pulse beetles. We see the beetles in the pulses when we keep for a longer time. So we can collect these beetles also in small bottles and we can observe under the microscope in the lab. So the segments of flagellum are triangular with the projecting points on one side, giving a saw-like appearance. So the saw-like appearance is the way we are able to find out it as an serrate type, saw-like. It got the name. And this type of antennas are present in the pulse beetles. Means when we keep the pulses for longer times, we see inside the pulses these beetles, black in color, like chenna.
Yes, ma'am.
Chenna, when we keep for longer time, jowar, these are all attacked by this particular type of beetles. And clavate and club type. These are seen in the butterflies. Segments are smaller in size at the base, and while moving to the apex region, they are increasing in the size. So segments are gradually increased in diameter from base to tip, ending in a club-like appearance. Club-like apical appearance. So this is about the butterflies, clavate type. So some we can avoid where we will not see. This one is of red floor beetle. Generally, we don't use the red floor. Then we can see the geniculate type of in the honeybees. The first segment is gradually elongated like flagellum. I'll always make it an angle with it. Example for this particular leg is ants, honeybees, geniculate. Serrate, clavate, capitate, and geniculate. Next type of antenna are lamellate. We already discussed about the dung rollers having a digging type of legs. So they also have the lamellate type of antenna. So one insect is given as an example. And when we ask you to identify, then if it is an, suppose it's an, what is this? Dung roller. Dung roller having a digging type of antenna. And
Lamellar type of antenna.
So this we will discuss like this. And the flabellate means we don't see these particular insects, stylopids. So we don't discuss about that. So make a tick mark of wrong to that. Next one is plumose, that is for the male mosquito. So, but we see, you asked one question, no? Male and female will have the same antenna. Yeah, these are all insects, they'll have same type of antennas, but only in the female of male and female in the mosquito, we find difference in the hairy structures. For male mosquito, we see less hair structure in the antenna. For female, we see the bushy hair. So the small whorl-like hairs are present in the male mosquito. And very less hairs in the female mosquito. And coming to the housefly, we see the aristate type of antenna. That is this type, 46 page. And the last one is stylate robber fly. These also we don't get it, so we don't do in the practical also. So mostly we do the antennas of the available insects like plumos and pylos of male and female mosquitoes, butterfly and beetles, honeybees. Moth are also sometimes available, sometimes not. So filiform of grasshopper and cockroach. So if you write down the list of this one insect and the type of antenna present in them, so it will be very easy to remember. Wings. Next one is the wings. Types of wings in the page number 55. One minute and come back. Insects. So wing, I want to share the wing photograph. So when we see the types of, not that wing venation, we will see first. Anyhow, how to draw this particular wing structure as much as possible, I'll explain you. Draw it. Not almost all, but at least you try. 54 page number. Otherwise, you can draw like this also, which I have shared in the pic. That is in the 54, we are seeing the four parts of the this wing. That is CUMRSC, isn't it? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So actually, the outer, whatever the outer line of the wing is there, that is called costa, outer margin. When you are listening, if you write something, you can understand afterwards when you draw.
4 lines are costa, madam.
Outer margin of the wing is costa. COSTA. Little, not all you cannot write as it is given in the diagram, but at least you can try some marginations of the wing. So the outer margin of the wing is called costa. And the below that one, whichever the division we will find, we'll call it as subcosta. Below that. SC, subcosta. Next one is called radius. Next main vein. Veins. This is all, whatever we are talking is about the veins in the wing. Okay. Next one is media.
Ma'am, please mark where the position of the part.
No, you have the, in front of you, you have the book. Book you have, entomology book?
Actually, I don't have now.
You don't have. Okay. Okay, if you don't have also, whatever I'm showing the pic, the outer margin is there, no? Outer margin. That is called as an costa. So inner, whatever the lines we will draw to the costa and the radius, those are called subcosta.
Okay, ma'am.
Means outer like this, we will draw one line that is called costa. Then we will draw a radius. And between the radius and the costa, we will draw one more venation. So that is called as a subcosta. So the costa, radius, and subcosta. And whatever we will see in the middle of that radius, we will call it as an media. Then cubitus, cubital furrow. These are the parts of the venation. As much as possible, just see them like in the pic, whatever we are showing.
Okay.
And not that it should be of pattern, how it is drawn in the book, that like that you should draw. There is no necessary. Just to have an idea that whatever will be the veins in the wing means, you should able to tell. Cubitus, costa, subcosta, radius, media, cubitus, and the cubital furrow. That's all. No, nothing like that. It should be of, we should learn everything it is, how it is in the diagram.
Okay, ma'am.
They'll have a branches. So that branching also differ from one insect to the another insect. Suppose radius is getting divided. R1, R2, R3 we will call. If media is getting divided somewhere and making divisions in the median weight, then we will call it as an M1, M2, M3, M4. So like that, it may be varying from one insect to another insect. So just we should know the parts of the wing. That is necessary. That's all. Not that everything must be by hearted. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Then we will come across the anal vein and the jugal vein. These are also in some insects, we will see that particular anal vein and the jugal vein. We usually, in this generalized pattern also, we don't come across them. So we don't discuss about that, leave it. So now coming to the types of wings, we will say tegmina type of wings are present in the cockroach. So you have seen, I think, the cockroach front wings. There will be two types of wings in the cockroach or any insect when we take. They'll have two types of wings sometimes. Some are of membranous and some are of the forewings, which will be protect the hind wings. So forewings and hind wings. These are the two wings what we see in usually in the, if they have a pair of wings in the insect. Forewings and hind wings. So in some, usually the forewings are leathery and the hind wings will be little bit hard, membranous, means for hold, and when we see even in the cockroach also, they'll have two different types of wings. Forewings which are above are different and which are below are different, below the forewings. So in the, when we say the tegmina type of wings, forewings are hard, leathery consistency, and hind wings are membranous. The forewings protect the hind wings, we'll say, cockroach and grasshopper. In both, you can see this type of thing. So this, whenever we see a pair of wings which are with the forewings of like leathery and hind wings are of membranous, we'll call them as tegmina type. Tegmina.
Ma'am, INT in the diagram, INT is given, ma'am. What is that INT?
What is ma'am?
Internet. INT.
INT.
INT. In the diagram, it is given, no, ma'am. Wing, grasshopper.
INJ.
INT is given, ma'am, in the diagram, in the reader, page number 55.
Page number 54. Okay.
55. INT is given.
INT. Integument. Integument.
Okay.
That is integument. Integument. I'm seeing this page. So INT means integument. All other will be of same. Costa, subcosta, radius, cubitus, median. Okay.
Okay.
And this next type of wing is Elytra type of wing. Without venation, they form an horny sheet. So they are protective in function. And this wings type is present in the beetles. Beetles, they'll have very small wing. Very small. And that type of wing is called as an elytra. like this without any venation. Page number 56. And one more type of wings we'll see in the bug are Elytra. These are also thickened, and they're also having an different types parts. That is embolium, clavus, corium, cuneus. These are different types of parts we will see in the Elytra. And we see in the housefly. Housefly, what it will do usually, it will not be able to fly for long distances. It want to halt to the salt. In small distance only, it will halt. So they'll have the wings are of halters. Halters. It is given in the book. Halters are very small, thread-like slender, divided into scabellum, pedicel, and capitellum, and they act as balancers. So these halters are present in housefly. And when we talk about the moths, they'll have an clefted wings. 2 fork type 3 arms are present. So one forewing, they'll have 2 type, 2 forked, and hind wing with it will have 3 forked wings. So these are called fissured. And next, coming to the thrips. Have you seen thrips? We will hold, no? Whenever we will come across this type of thrips around our garden or like that, we will hold it.
Like butterflies.
No, thrips. Telugulo దువ్వెనెలు అంట.
Dragonfly, ma'am.
దువ్వెనెలు అంటారు, దువ్వెనెలు.
తెలీదు మ్యామ్.
తెలీదా? Dragonfly is different. Usually in here in our wherever flowers will be there, we'll see in our areas thrips only. Otherwise, this one in the grass, we'll see the grasshoppers, butterflies. So these wings, fringed wings, why we are saying means they are very what we'll say degenerated type, like there is no venation and they are reduced type with the long marginal hairs and feather-like appearance. Next one is the membranous wing. As we said, we will have 2 types of wings. One are leathery and another type is membranous. So scaly wings. Scaly wings are thin. We usually hold this butterfly. We see the some roughness in the skin. So that is because of scaly nature of the wing. And it is present in the butterfly, scaly wings. And the next one is 58 page. We will come across the wing coupling apparatus also for the wings of insects. Many are kept together, interlocking with small structures. And these interlocking structures are called coupling apparatus. And when we come to the Lepidoptera class, we also see there is an interlocking between the 2 and they belong to the, like we say that butterfly belong to the Lepidoptera, and honeybee belong to the Hymenoptera, cockroach Orthoptera, butterfly Lepidoptera. Like that, some important insects which we see around us, we can even learn the order very easily, like this. Writing the butterfly name and order, like Lepidoptera. We can write about that insect mouth parts. That is siphoning type of mouth parts present in the butterfly. Wings are scaly wings, as I said, scaly wings. And when we come to the antenna, what type of antenna are present in butterfly? Butterfly antenna.
Lamellet.
So we can write all the things.
Crips means bugs, ma'am.
Huh?
Bugs.
Bugs.
Crips means. Crips, you have told.
Which one?
Crips.
Thrips. Thrips means duvenalu.
Bugs, ma'am, in English.
English only thrips.
Insect name, bugs,
example for which one you want? Which?
Crips. Another example.
Thrips.
Another insect.
I am unable to catch it. Whatever the...
Another insect for crips, like same type of wings.
Okay. Another example for that type of wings you are asking. Okay, I got it. Fringed wings are present in which type of another insect? Okay. You are asking that same thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I don't have, at present, I don't know. Like we actually deal with this particular things up to the mark of whatever is written in the book. Like zoology, we don't have a deep inside the knowledge. Like we teach all the final years, first year, second years of degree, and that of animal physiology, vertebrates, invertebrates, all these. No. So entomology, it is some subject which cannot be like many examples I can't say. Only the things which are given in this particular book I am telling. Okay. If you ask some physiological question means, I can tell you. This another example I don't know about the fringe type. If at all I found it, I'll tell you. Okay.
Actually, I have garden is there, ma'am. In my, I may నేను చూసిండొచ్చు కానీ దానికి తెలియదు, ఏం పర్టికులర్ గా తెలియదు.
అవును, అది మీరు కలెక్ట్ చేస్తారు కదా, కలెక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇన్సెక్ట్స్ కలెక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు మన దగ్గర నెట్ ఉంటుంది, కలెక్టింగ్ బాటిల్స్ ఉంటాయి.
అంటే ఎక్కువ ఏ క్రాప్స్ చుట్టూ ఏ ప్లాంట్స్ చుట్టూ తిరుగుతాయి అని చెప్పాలి.
అదా అన్ని గార్డెన్స్ లో
అంటే ఎక్కువ అంటే ఫ్రూట్స్
కాదు, మామూలు గార్డెన్స్, మామూలు
గార్డెన్స్
మామూలు గార్డెన్స్.
చాలా చెట్లు ఉన్నాయి మ్యామ్, జామ చెట్లు.
అదే అంటే మీరు ఒకవేళ మనం చూస్తాము, కాకపోతే ఇప్పుడు మనం చదువుతున్నాం కాబట్టి
అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలంటే
ఒకటే మనము ఒక
హింట్ ఉంటే అబ్జర్వ్ చేయొచ్చు.
థర్మోకాల్ తీసుకొని ఒక బాక్స్ లో ఒక స్వీట్ బాక్స్ లో పెట్టండి థర్మోకాల్ ని. అంటే కొత్త స్వీట్ బాక్స్ లో థర్మోకాల్ ని ఫిక్స్ చేసుకొని ఆ బాక్స్ అంతా థర్మోకాల్ లేకుంటే శారీ బాక్స్ అంత థర్మోకాల్ బాక్స్ లో ఫిక్స్ చేసి
డ్రోసోఫిలా
కాదు. డ్రోసోఫిలా అంటే మనం బనానా పెడతాం కదా అవి వస్తాయి కదా నల్లవి బనానాస్ పెడితే అవి డ్రోసోఫిలా.
They are too small, ma'am.
They are very small.
Ma'am, can you share your phone number, ma'am?
I should share my number. Write down 9999 89 29 61 26 99 99 89 29 6126.
29 after
26, ma'am.
No. Yes. Last 26. 99 89 29 6126.
6126.
6126.
Okay, ma'am.
So, coming to the membranous wings, we will see scaly wings ante ippudu some manam usually ga ఏమంటాం దాన్ని ఎనీ నీమ్ లైక్ లైమ్ ట్రీస్ కి నిమ్మకాయ చెట్లకి దానికి మనకు కనబడుతూ ఉంటుంది. లెమన్ కలర్ లో ఒక బటర్ఫ్లై చిన్నది లెమన్ కలర్ లెమనిష్ కలర్ అది కూడా హ్యావ్ దిస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ స్కేలీ వింగ్స్ ఓన్లీ. వీ కెన్ క్యాచ్ హోల్డ్ అండ్ సీ. సో నేను చెప్తున్నాను, ఒకటి మర్చిపోయాను మధ్యలో ఆఫీసర్. ఒక బాక్స్ ఒక శారీ బాక్స్ తీసుకొని లేదా స్వీట్ బాక్స్ లో అయినా ఒక థర్మోకాల్ ఫిక్స్ చేసుకొని ఏదైనా ఇన్సెక్ట్ దొరికితే దాంట్లో పిన్ తో జస్ట్ ఇట్లా పిన్ చేసి పెట్టుకోండి. ది సేమ్ థింగ్స్ వీ కెన్ స్టడీ అండర్ ద మైక్రోస్కోప్.
Whatever insects we should collect.
ఏదైనా ఇన్సెక్ట్ దొరికితే అది తీసుకోవాలా మ్యామ్?
బటర్ఫ్లై, డ్రాగన్ ఫ్లై, బీటిల్స్, ఏవైనా చెట్ల మీద బీటిల్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, బీటిల్స్. కానీ కొంచెం సేపు అవి ఒక బాటిల్లో వేసి సఫకేషన్ అయి చనిపోవాలి. ఆక్సిజన్ అందక, ఆక్సిజన్ అదే కవర్ లో వేసిన ఆక్సిజన్ లేక చనిపోతాయి. కవర్ లో వేస్తే కూడా చనిపోయాక దాంట్లో ఫిక్స్ చేసుకొని పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. వి యూస్ టు ఆస్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎర్లియర్, అంటే ఈ కరోనా రాకముందు, కరోనా అది పెట్టొచ్చు. మనం పెడితే ప్రాజెక్ట్ వర్క్ గా సబ్మిట్ చేయొచ్చు. అంటే దాని వింగ్స్, దాని లెగ్స్, దాని యాంటెనాస్ ఆల్ వీ కెన్ స్టడీ అండ్ ఆర్డర్. సపోజ్ ఇప్పుడు ఒక బటర్ఫ్లై తీసుకుంటే సైఫనింగ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ మౌత్ పార్ట్స్, స్కేలీ వింగ్స్, అన్ని అలా రాయాలన్నమాట. రాసుకుంటే మనకు విల్ హ్యావ్ ఎవ్రీ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అబౌట్ దట్ పర్టిక్యులర్ ఇన్సెక్ట్. ఓకే,
కాక్రోచ్ ఈజీలీ.
కాక్రోచ్ కానీ స్మెల్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. we should not go for cockroach. ఎందుకో గానీ స్మెల్ వస్తుంది ఈజీగా కాక్రోచ్ బాడీ.
The remaining insects,
all other insects we don't feel that, but only for cockroach smell వస్తుంది డికంపోజ్ అయ్యాక బాగా. Tell me. You were asking something?
Nothing, ma'am.
So scaly wings are present in butterflies, and they'll have an thin membranous wings. These are thin membranous wings overlapping with the unicellular scales all over the surface, and they are also useful for flight. Next one is Lepidopteran insects, like we'll see in the different types of wings in the Lepidopteran, that is wing coupling apparatus. During flight, both the wings of the insects are kept together, interlocking the structures, and they are of different types. Like in this also, we find one of the interlocking system is of jugum type. This forewings beneath the hind wings, owing to greater part of the anal margin of the forewing. Means what you want to say is, sometimes there will be an spine-like structure, or sometimes there will be an jugum-like structure, which will help in holding the both of them together to act unanimously for flying or for halting or anything. So this coupling, we're calling it as a wing coupling apparatus. So they'll have some spine-like structure also in between them to interlock both the wings. And some moths, they'll have frenulum. It is shown in the diagram of 59. Some, they'll have an amplexiform type in some butterflies. And sometimes it have an hamuli type of interlocking in between the two wings. So overall, it can be said that in the wings, we find as an jugum in some Lepidopteran insects, where the two wings are interlocked with together. And in moths, we find frenulum. In some butterflies, we see amplexiform of margin, which is making them to hold together. And in some, we see the hamuli type of interlocking in between the two wings. So these are the three types what we have to remember as an wing coupling apparatus. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Frenulum, hamuli, amplexiform, and jugum. These are all wing coupling apparatus. So you do one thing, you write one type of, you draw one butterfly as if you know, then write which type of wings it have, which type of mouth parts it have, which type of antenna they have. Like that, you write all around us, whatever the insects we find, some of them you write it. Try to write. How many you are able to write, you think, you make a note. So that gives more of the knowledge to you. Just giving a read. You work out like that. Then we'll discuss next part in the next class. Here also he has given, describe the various type of mouth parts. Means last time we have discussed, no? Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Some, yeah. Like siphoning, sucking, chewing, biting, lapping. Any more? Sponging. Sponging in housefly, siphoning in butterfly, sucking in mosquito, lapping in honeybee, chewing in cockroach. So these are all different types of mouthparts we see in different insects. So you said that it is given for the assignment also, no?
Yeah.
Have you done now?
No, ma'am. Now we will.
Now you will able to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll send the PDF if I get it. Okay.
You must share PDF, ma'am. It's better to understand us.
I'll share it. You make a group and inform me.
We already made it, ma'am. Your number also. Now I think Akhilesh will join.
Okay. So like that, you also come across the head capsule of an insect with how many sutures like that, vertex, fronts. We have learned the sutures and everything about head. And today we have found the antenna of the insects and wing coupling apparatus found in the insects. So here, whatever the questions they have given, we have able to cover. And you can even write the types of wings and also the types of legs. Okay, different types of wings and different types of legs and different types of antenna. You make a list of them. You try to draw the antenna type and example. Try to learn that example. Filiform in the cockroach, like that. Then it is very easy to go through the content. If you make a list of them like that in 100 pages book, it is easy for you to learn. And 100 times chadvin dankana, one time the way you write it after learning will make you to remember more. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you send the model papers, please?
Which model papers are at the back?
Entomology, previous papers.
Previous papers also have like this only, like what I am teaching, no?
Okay, ma'am, I missed that. So that's why I'm asking, ma'am.
Like
if it is there with me, we will prepare.
I'll send it anyhow.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I'll send it. But usually what they will ask is, write 3 different types of mouth parts or describe various types of mouth parts of insects means. You have to just how many insects you are able to learn. Easily means butterfly. Very easy to learn. Butterfly. Just compound eyes and one long trunk. That's all. Okay. You have to draw 2 compound eyes and one long trunk-like structure. So that is siphoning type of mouth parts in the butterfly. So like that, how many you learn? You have to just first learn the diagram. Diagram gives the 50% of the answer. Always learn the diagram. Then you try to write something about that particular diagram. Then that gives the more confidence in the subject. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Any doubts are there? You can ask me. 5 more minutes is left over, or 4:30. 3 more minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. You can ask.
Ma'am, send the PPTs in the group, ma'am. If possible.
Actually, your book is more informative than any other book in the world. Okay? Means your book will be explained everything from the base. Means those who study ABCD, then apple and that one. Like that your book will be. If you learn, if you read once, then each and everything will be explained from the basic. Okay. Only thing is you have to do the workout. For example, 5th page is there in your book. Arthropoda means it's an arthro means jointed. Poda means foot. So arthropoda is got the character. Arthropoda got the name like that. So that is the basic point. You can write anywhere, anytime, any answer when you are describing about the anything, isn't it? So this is a main things what you have to know about the when you are studying about the entomology. The exoskeleton, how it will be, paired appendages, how the nerve cord, open circulatory system, dorsal heart, like that. Means each and everything is given very neatly and very clearly. Only thing is that from that you learn as much as you can remember about that particular one. First, you do the workout on the things what we have done today and the last week about the mouth parts, antenna, wings, and legs. Okay, these 4 are more than enough to do the work for 1 week. 1 page you write about the wings, 1 page you write about the mouth parts, 1 page you write about the wing antenna, 1 page you write about the wings. 4 different criteria to learn about one particular insect. You first note down and write it. You can easily know the things. Okay. Can I end the meeting?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.